listen, this is what the book, The Future is Analog, was really about, is that for decades we were promised that at one point when the technology was good enough or powerful enough, we would arrive in this perfect digital future. It would be like Star Trek, The Next Generation, where the computers will be able to do everything we'd ever want, and we would be able to work and live and order food and socialize and, enjoy music on the holodeck. Everything would be remote and seamless and perfect. And in March of 2020, after, a few people got sick in Kirkland, Washington, and then, all over, everyone in the world basically was thrust into this: school, work, socializing, book clubs, religion, you name it, right? Everything was done online in this efficient way, and we underwent this experiment for months or years, depending on where you lived or what we're talking about. And for the vast majority, and the most part, people have voted and realized the limitations of that. That there were efficiencies and certain things where it's like, yeah, you don't need to go drive in all the way to the city just for one meeting. Like sometimes it's okay to do a phone call or do a virtual, face-to-face thing or whatever. But other things, the data is like very, very clear on. School is a great one. You know, Ed tech was something that's been promised and sort of foisted on schools for the better part of 40 years. Steve Jobs was sort of instrumental in this.
And this was supposed to
Um,
democratize. It was kind of sold to us
Democratize
as a yeah, yeah,
education, make
yeah.
it personalized, make, everybody achieve more. And the data is in, I was just reading an article in The Economist today in paper, which talked about how, the results across the world and thousands of studies have clearly shown that the more technology, digital technology you put in schools, the more computers and the more phones and the more tablets, the worse the results are academically.